I am Zakri Abdul Hamid, Joint Chairman of MIND and also the Founding Director of the International Institute on Science Diplomacy and Sustainability at UCSI University, and a great believer in sustainable development.
Very interesting. Okay, Tan Sri, are you ready for the rapid fire?
Yes.
Okay. So the first question, what's your ideal world?
Ideal world is where there's equity among people, and there's also at peace with others and also the natural world. You're talking about the environment and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Second question, how would you describe the youth of ASEAN when it comes to climate action?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, and this is not a guess, it's from hard research. The youth of ASEAN are committed to climate change and they are ready to walk the talk, but they need guidance, a lot of guidance from the other people, people like me who are ready to guide them.
Who are your sources of inspiration when it comes to climate action?
No one really. I don't think I have a hero on climate change, but really you're talking about a hero in my mother. My mother, who always extolled the importance of education and education and knowledge, and even in climate change, the point would be knowledge about global warming and the approach that we would take it. So when we talk about heroes, put my mother as a hero there.
Where do you see the ASEAN youth in the next 15 years?
Well, as you know, ASEAN is developing very well. We see a lot of positive things that ASEAN have been doing, and it's a group of countries which have been looked in high regard by the others. A case in point, you just look at the annual ASEAN Summit, where all leaders of big and small countries will come to participate. So that is an indication that ASEAN is good, but we should strive that our part of the world remain a zone of peace and human well-being for our population.
When was the last time someone made you smile and why?
I smile all the time, and that is a secret of staying focused, and also not to dislike anyone that you meet, and also making your work as a hobby.
What keeps you going when the going gets tough?
I suppose the core family, my wife, my children, and now my grandchildren. Those are the core people that makes me strong. But of course, I also have many friends.
What book or books are you currently reading at the moment?
I am rereading books like The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, books like The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. I suppose maybe because I'm getting old, I'm getting back to the basics, So those kind of novels, the tale of human struggle and success, really rejuvenate my spirit.
What is the one thing that you cannot live without?
Wow, this is very, very tough, I suppose maybe Malay food,
Malay.
The belacan and all that.
A home in the forest or a penthouse in the city?
Definitely a home in the forest, and we do have one on that.
Oh. Shopping local food ingredients or buying imported goods?
No choice, as long as it's cheap and nutritious, and well cooked.
What is one moment in your career as a science diplomat that has stuck with you until now?
Wow. That's also a tough one, I have a bad answer actually. Well, one of the highlights of my career is to get President Bill Clinton to give a lecture after he left the presidency at the United Nations University in Tokyo. So I approached him with my American colleague. He said, I'm going to be expensive. As you know, this American president, their lecture would even climb out to $250,000, you know. But I told him the United Nations is a pauper, Mr. President. And he said, why? Because your country didn't pay your dues. It's true, millions of dollars that they didn't pay. And he laughed it off. He said, I'll give the lecture for free. And he did. He came to Tokyo, give the lecture for free. Yeah, awesome.
To have the ability to deliver strong and moving speeches, or to be at the backstage making the strategies and the plan of action?
You have to lead. You have to go up front and express yourself. But that message, any message, should be framed in a very nice way. No arrogance, no talking down to people, you know, be very humble, but laden with a lot of knowledge. Yeah.
And for the last rapid fire question, why science diplomacy?
Well, this is the last piece of the jigsaw of understanding between what science can offer and what science can deliver. Science diplomacy is really an art or a science of connecting the scientific community with the policymakers and the politicians. You have to make your narrative understood. If you don't make your narrative understood, you're irrelevant. So your message has to be relevant. So that is the essence of science diplomacy.
Thank you so much, Zakri.
All right.